All right, so I left this morning to go pick the parts up for the Q60. I just grabbed all the parts. It was a pretty long drive, but I'm gonna stay in Atlanta for a little bit, a day or two, and then we'll head back to the house. And then the second we get back to the house, which will probably be Sunday, go ahead and put everything back together. But everything's in here. I got fenders right here, both fenders, all color match, all paint match, so I don't gotta worry about painting anything. And then I got the bumper all the way back there, you can see that, and the trunk, and I also have the door back there. Everything was really nice. It had everything with it. He gave me everything. He gave me the door panel, he gave me the speakers, everything that came with it. So that was a pretty good deal. Headlights over there too somewhere. But headlight, seat belt, two fenders, front bumper, and a door. And I got a door trim. So if anybody needs red door trim, let me know, but it's only for the driver's side. So now we're heading on our way back. And then we'll stay for a little bit. I got a hotel out here, and then I'll head back to the house and then put everything back together when I get back. So I guess I'll see you when I get back to the hotel and show you the parts. All right, so we just made it to the hotel. We got everything in the truck. Let me go and flip the camera around. Just made it back to the hotel. We got our nice headlight. Might be hard to see, but this headlight's mint. We got our seat belt right here. Trash bags in here to cover the stuff in case I put it in the trunk. Or not the trunk, the bed. That parking job, perfect. But we got both of our fenders in here. This one's perfect. That one's perfect. Let me go ahead and get in here. So not smush anything. I didn't thoroughly check these yet, but they all look good. I mean, obviously they're gonna have some scratches, but I don't see any scratches on here. Except for that, which I don't even think that's a scratch. I think that's just, yeah. We have our bumper right here, and then we have our door under here. You can see he gave us the door card, but the bumper looks very good. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have some rock chips like that, but it looks so much better. Really good, very clean. Same with the door. I wanted to try and flip the door over. I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna flip the door over because it's on its back to make sure everything was strapped in again. And I'll go ahead and show you everything that's strapped in. Flip the door over. So now it's the shiny side, so if it gets bumpy, it doesn't dent any of that. And the bumper's not touching it. And I do have a little cloth on it right there because that's the fog light. So that doesn't touch the bumper. We're in Georgia right now. I think less than an hour away from Atlanta. So we'll wait till tomorrow, keep you guys updated, and we'll go from there. And if I don't keep you guys updated, we'll go ahead and be back at home Saturday. So tomorrow I'll go back home. All right, here are all the parts, and here one of my other cars. I can do that in another video, but here are all the parts I got. I've got the I got the bumper, I got the headlight, I got the door panel. I didn't need this door panel, so if you guys need a door panel that's red, I'll probably clean it if you guys actually do need it. But let me go into depth detail here. There's a little pinhole right there. That can probably be fixed actually, but it's in good condition. Everything's here, the speaker's here, the whole backside's here, but I don't need this. But it just looks like it has some mold on it. Other than that, that's in good condition. And it still has a door handle too. I don't know if that's broken, but then we have the door. Door looks really good. No scratches on this door. Might be a little bit of ding. Nope. Ooh, I think, oh, there we go. That's a little scratch, but I can fix that. But other than that, this door is in really good condition. Same with the fenders. Still has the nice chrome on it, which I like. So I can fix both of these, or both of these are perfect. I don't need to do anything with these. Bumper's in really good condition too. Only thing I saw about the bumper is that little scratch. That's all right there. I can fix that, but and then the seat belt, and then one more thing, I need to buy a current airbag for it, and that'll be it. But the headlight is in really good condition too. Little smudge right there, but that can be fixed. See that? That can be fixed. No scratches though, but that can be cleaned and fixed real easily. But Amazing. So I got all of this for 1,600, including it, like everything. He gave me the mirror, he gave me everything. 1,600 for that. Now I can show you all the damage on this car. So we have some scratches right here, which these are nothing. These can be buffed out a little bit. The back end, we'll go with the back end. There's no damage on the back end. Exhaust look good. And I'm getting ready to switch to my other camera. Protective stickers right there, or PPF, or whatever you want to call it. But we have a dent right there. A nice little fender dent. We have some damage right here, and it's a gash too. And then I don't know why he did this. I don't know what happened with this. I don't know if it ripped off, but the bumper right here is ripped, like the rest of the bumpers mint. But bumper's ripped right here. We have some scratches on the wheels. I can sand these down and repaint all the wheels. This headlight's fine. I might see if I can get this little, I should probably be able to get that out. There's a little foggy on the top left. Front really does look good. Hood's fine. Rest of the bumper's fine. So you can see this headlight's busted, completely busted. This is all tape. I think the only thing that works is the LED. The beam doesn't work and those work. And then you can see there's a nice little, I'm not very sure what happened there. That also doesn't line up. This is a bunch of Bondo. Bumper's cut right here. You can tell there's more Bondo just around here. And the reason I wanted to get a whole new fender is because you can see the Bondo clearly. All right here. This is all Bondo. Those little speckles. That's Bondo. That's Bondo. That's Bondo. And you can just see it's just not very. This is all Bondo right here. All around here is Bondo. You can just see it's just not done well. You know, I can pick it off. I mean, the thing's not even sanded down. See, it's black. Or maybe it is. No. Yeah, it's black. Never mind. But yeah, it just doesn't look good. And he painted, this used to be chrome. Painted this, took the badge off. Some more Bondo that you can clearly see right there. And the door, which I hate the most. You can just see how uneven that is. Do you see that? There's too much Bondo right here. And when you get close, you can see all the sand marks where they sanded. Yeah, you can see it clear as day. It's kind of hard to see it in photo, but in person it's clear. You can actually see it pretty good right now. But yeah, you can see the layers of Bondo. You can see how it's not even even. These are not like scratches from paint. This is scratches from sanding, and they just painted over with Bondo. But it doesn't even look straight. It doesn't look smooth. Doesn't look glossy. None of that. Fender looks, or quarter panel looks really good. Nothing wrong with the quarter panel. Needs a little buff. That's about it. But yeah, that's why I got a new door, both fenders, bumper, and headlight. And now we can move on to the interior. Since it's daytime, we can actually see. Still, I cleaned it pretty well, but I can still smell that smoke. So I think I'm gonna take the seats out, like shampoo, completely drench this whole car to where the floors are wet, then soak it up. And then I need to figure out what to do with the roof, because the roof has all that stench in it too. But now we can really look at this car in the daytime and really see everything and see how good it is. But look how good these seats are. And look at the difference I made. It's really hot in here. But you can see this is the tar and whatever that he kept grabbing with the seat to get in and get out. With that hand, this is all tar, and you can see how discolored it made that seat from right here. I started cleaning it just a little bit. It started to come off. But you can see I cleaned this whole entire side in the back, and just a complete difference right there. I might need to keep cleaning because you can see it's more red right here. I can't tell if that might be just from the sweat in the car right now. But I might just use some leather conditioner because it's shiny. So I might sand that down a little bit. Still need to clean some of this off. But everything works in this car. Back seats are really, really good. Usually in a coupe, nobody ever sits in the back seat, so they're always in good condition. We have some dirt right here. I still haven't really thoroughly cleaned the back seats because it was dark and I just wanted to kind of get it done with. Okay. but I'll go ahead and switch to the other camera so we have better quality and I don't have to deal with my camera shutting off on me when it's the other direction. So I can do the time lapses and everything and show you guys every single process of taking the fenders off, taking the bumper off, taking the headlight off, taking the door off. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move this car real quick. So let's go ahead and move this car back a little bit so we can take the front bumper off. And we may change the headlight, but we need to also take the 2 front fenders off. So if it gets too dark, I'll go ahead and just finish it tomorrow. So let's do that. All right, now that we got the car parked right, we're gonna go ahead and take everything off. So I'll get ahead and time lapse that. Let's get to this. So we just got the bumper off, as you can see, and we're gonna go ahead and probably take this headlight off real quick because it's already dangling on. As you can see, it's not even really in there. And then I think we're gonna wait for tomorrow because it's got dark already. It's got dark pretty quick. So we're probably gonna wait for tomorrow, take the fenders off, and then replace the door. I'm thinking about taking the fenders off. I think I'll leave them on for now. Take them off tomorrow. But let's look at this headlight. We might go ahead and take this headlight off. Thinking about it, because this thing is barely hanging on. I'm guessing the bottom bracket's broken. Oh no, the whole headlight housing is just shattered. And now you can really see just how much Bondo is really in this thing. And look at that. I mean, look at this freaking bracket. That's nice. I really hope the other bumper came with it. I think I remember seeing it. But yeah, you can just see how much Bondo is used in this. We can go ahead and start chipping it away. But it's really stuck on there actually. So, but this thing has a layer of Bondo. So we're gonna go ahead. That's why I wanted to replace this. So replace that tomorrow. But everything else looks pretty good. I mean, this is the side where it was hit. Nothing is cracked over here. Everything looks good. Bumper bar looks good. Everything looks mint. So it looks like it was a very minor accident, but just did a horrible job fixing it. But yeah, actually, this is broken. So we'll go ahead and get a new one of those. Or actually, no, actually, when we put the new fender on, that'll screw into that. And then that should be much more stable because it broke right here on the fender. So go ahead and get that new fender on. That should fix that. I'm looking for any airbag crash sensors. Maybe there's one in the door, but I don't think the door got smashed that hard from, you know, how much Bondo. I don't really think it got smashed that hard. So I really think it got, I don't know if they have one in the side fender. Maybe I'll look that up real quick. I know they have one right here. And this one looks good. But maybe there is one right here. Not very positive. Unless this is one right here. No, this is for, I don't think that is one. I'll go ahead and research and see if this was one, but I don't think so. But everything over here looks very intact. Nothing got touched over here. This is the good side. But now you can kind of see the engine bay now. And the thing that we need, it may just even be a bad wiring, because it looks like they tried to do a wiring job in here, right here, and down there. And it may just be a bad wiring job, but we need one of these new valves that go all the way back here. Right there. Get a new one of those. But we'll finish this tomorrow. So see you in the daytime. Alright, it's now daytime. Now we can finally get to work. I didn't take the headlight off last night, but now we will today. And today I was thinking, with all this body panels and all this filler everywhere, I was kind of interested to see what's under all this filler. So we're gonna have some fun with these fenders and bumpers or whatever, and just tear them down and pick out all this filler to see just how much filler is in here. But first, let's take this headlight off. Let's go ahead and take this headlight off. I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. It's all up on here and all up on the lens. Just everywhere. This headlight's destroyed. The housing is destroyed. Look at this thing. Just completely destroyed. So we're gonna go ahead and just, I think it's held on by one bolt. So we're gonna go ahead and take that one bolt off, which is right here. One bolt for the headlight. Look at that. Let's go ahead and take this plug out first so we don't destroy that. All right, plug is out. And now we got the headlight out. This headlight's completely destroyed. So we're not gonna need that anymore. But I guess we can go ahead and check it out real quick. There's nothing in here that we could use. Absolutely nothing. Except maybe for the module. But that's also destroyed. So yeah. We don't need this anymore. Now we'll go ahead and take all this Bondo off and see what's really up under here and what's really in all this. See how bad the damage really was. But first, go ahead and pick this stuff off and hit it with a couple hammers. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and hit some more. Look at all that Bondo. As you can see, we did some damage, and you can just see just how much Bondo was really in there. There was a decent amount of Bondo in there. And we're not even to the door yet. So let's keep on going. Alright, let's go ahead and get the rest of this. You can already see there's definitely an inch of body filler right here. 100% an inch. Not even like a doubt. Different types of body filler. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this and see how bad it really was. Oh my god, you can see. We'll go ahead and get closer to this. You can see just how much body filler that is. It's 100% over an inch compared to my thumb or my finger. My whole finger. And it goes all the way down here. This is why I want to replace it, because I can't do that. I don't want that on this car. And you can tell just how much body filler's on it. So no bueno. We're gonna take that off. It wasn't too bad on this fender, but kind of bad up there, up on there. But we'll go ahead and just start taking the rest off and have some fun with this panel. Go up a little bit more because there's definitely some body filler up here. So let's keep doing it. Ooh. You can see that whole piece just came off. Whole piece of body filler just came off. Look how much that is. That is unacceptable. That's crazy. Look at that. That's crazy. Alright, I think that's going to be enough hammering for now. Maybe we'll put a couple more dents in here just for the fun of it. But you can see just how much body filler was on this car. Unacceptable. I don't even think they tried to prove it out. I think they just went ahead and put a bunch of Bondo on this, which is insane. But yeah. But now that we don't need this, we can tinted up a little bit, but there's still so much more Bondo to go through. But I can see metal right here, so there's not much more Bondo right here. The rest of the door looks good, but all this part was just horrible. So now that we took all this Bondo off, we're gonna go ahead, take both of the fenders off and the door, fix the door, or I mean switch the window out, and then put a new door on, put new fenders on, put a new bumper on, switch everything over, and that should be that for that, and put the seatbelt inside. So let's go ahead and switch to the speed or the montage rotor. Alright, so we just got both fenders off, the bumper off, we got both headlights off. Now, the last thing we gotta do is take that door off. But this is how it's looking right now, basically no front clip. And just the door being left off. We can see all the damage, which really isn't that much damage. The damage was done to the right side. Not much damage over there that you can see. So, now we're just gonna go thoroughly, look through everything, look at all the joints, shocks, stuff like that, because now we can see. I mean, this side looks really good. Oh my gosh, hold on. I changed my mind. Look at that. It's not even in. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a bolt on there. Okay. That's crazy. Well, now we know. It's not, it doesn't have, no wonder why I was driving kind of crooked, but need a nut on there. Thank God I checked that. I have a lot of dust back here, or that might be our axle. Fill that up, clean that up, fix that boot. But we don't see anything else. I'm gonna check all the ball joints, check anything else. As we look on this side looks a lot better. We're not missing a bolt on the bottom link. And nothing looks bent, nothing looks torn. So I think this side looks good. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace all the speed wheel sensors in here since I already bought them. And we'll do that later. And then we will take this door off. Alright, so we finally just got all the doors off, all the hoods off. I mean, everything that we need to get off. So now let's just get to the point where everything is on. Let's do it. Alright, we just finished putting everything on, and it got pretty dark quick. So let's hurry up and let's switch the time real quick. That's much better. Alright, let's take a look at this now that it's daytime. Car's definitely going to need a wash. But like I said, there was a couple scratches on the bumper. Just this little scratch, that can be fixed. Everything else is just dirt and grime from the other bumper, but that's easy. And the front bumper is also PPF, so that scratch isn't really there. So let's take a new walk around now that we have everything together. That's the new fender, new bumper. Everything else over here is the same. Same with this side. Have the new bumper, new fender, and the new door. Looks so much better. That back quarter panel is gonna need to be buffed. That's about it. But other than that, the outside is really done except for painting the wheels, which we can either just do that off camera or do a separate video, because all it is just sanding the rims down and just painting them. I guess we can take it on a quick ride, and I can also show you what the turbo sounds like. So let's go ahead and turn it on real quick. Here we go. I was just driving it, so it's already warmed up. Alright, we'll go on a quick drive real quick, just so I can show you how nice it really drives, even though it's in limp mode. It drives pretty quick in limp mode, for it just being in limp mode, but it still drives really nice. RPMs drive nice. Other than it's steering to the right a little bit, and that's because the sway bar link is not connected on the right side, so that's most likely the reason it's not driving straight. But other than that, and also everything works in here. To go get some inspections and stuff for this, it drove fine, had no problems, no issues. So yeah, it drives really good. Do another quick pull here. It is fast, it's pretty quick. Alright, so that'll be the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you do, give me a like and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want to see. We have so much more cars coming in the future, so much more rebuilds, and we're not done with this one yet. So keep tuned for, I think, next week or something like that, and we'll do a valve body change, and we'll do a couple pulls, maybe see if we can do a couple donuts in a all-wheel drive. Hopefully we don't mess the axles up, but let me know what you guys want to see, and stay tuned. Thank you.